Hello everybody, Rainbow Dark Dragon here, back with another Magic the Gathering Arena video. And today, we're going to be playing a nice little graveyard deck here. I've got some cards that cost less for creatures in the graveyard. Some payoffs. Rise from the past to bring back my creatures from the graveyard. And some land, 24. Honestly, I feel like making this a 25 or so card deck due to all the self-mill. And honestly, that could be correct to just boom boom. The only reason I'm playing two of these is because I don't have the, the rares. Though I do have those because I finally opened my packs, but that's we're getting way off topic here. Rise from the Past, pretty good card, yeah. But we're just gonna try 60. Basic kind of shell. You know how much I love my removal. Sideboard, some Soul Guide Lanterns, some Tithing Blades, Eaten Alive, more removal, Ruliana, and just more of my interaction. And honestly, I think we need one more. One more card. Misery Shadow, pretty good. So is this. Just so I don't get paired up against certain decks. Haywire Mite's also pretty nice against Leyline Binding. Yeah, I do want some number of Terra Sunders. And there we go. Some Exile removal. I think that's very important for the deck. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some games. 3.6 grid mana average cost. As with usual with my decks, that is a complete lie. So, let's get into some games, shall we? Alright, we are playing against our second match. Well, you'll see the first match, and you be the judge if that can even really be considered a match. We can keep this one. So, we'll see if this one's more of an actual game. And turn off the brightness modifiers. Gain some life. Okay. You have combat trick, that's fine. I'm just gonna cast Eaten Alive and hope to Eaten Alive your creature here. So you can play out your hand if you want. I gained my 3 life. So this is all fun. You can sack it. Deal an extra 4 damage. Come on, you know you're greedy. There you go. When you hit my face, interesting. Sacrifice a creature. Play this. Get back the Instructor so I can play it next turn. And if I draw on tap, well, there's no need to draw on tap land. Just Instructor. Don't need a second Analyst. Get that into the graveyard. Yeah. I do want you to play out your hand, and I will block, save my damage. So I get to do this and play the Analyst. I can block sack as long as he doesn't have the trample thing. I'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that seems like fine. Opponent is kind of screwed on lands. Probably has a lot of action in his hand. Well, he has a lot of action in his hand, absolutely. Block. Make him have to use a combat trick. Wasting his turn and fogging all that damage. Pretty good for me. And we even have enough mana open for our cottage. Now he does have that. One, 2, 3, 5. And let's flip this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Let's go ahead and start our race against him. Not a lot of cards. We still only have 2 Saith's Name in the graveyard. Pretty useless. Interesting. Leave that there. Attack, attack. Get rid of a creature. Get a food. Try and deal 10 damage here. Pass the turn. Now this raise the pass is going to be pretty huge. So I don't mind just having all my creatures die or blocked no matter what. Block. 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 Block like that. I'd say that's fine. Alright. All's well. So let's get a good look at our opponent's deck. Interesting. Keep all those. Go down these. Go down 1, 2. Do we want to play the Lilianas? Now, the Lilianas are very important against opponents. It will help keep him empty-handed from his combat tricks. Other than that, it's not necessary. Try it like this, yeah. Probably should have gone down some of the top end for some Lilianas, but oh well. But let's see if we can actually win a match against Mono Red. This actually will be pretty interesting. Not good enough. We will mulligan. Much better. So we can do this turn 3 clips. That's more or less what I'm saying here. So I'm more or less hoping to get a white source, maybe an untapped source even. Yep. I hope my opponent taps out here so I can just punish him, absolutely. Now this really is unfortunate. Now this is very fortunate. Now, our opponent will still have plenty of, cards in hand to do a lot of damage to us here. But the important thing is we'll probably live. I do want a white source to play the Squire, Knight Squires. Another Say Its Name will also be great, as I think Say Its Name has a reach. I'm not sure. I don't see the point of not playing the show off here, but wants to not get hit to removal, or open it up to a removal, I suppose. Fine by me. That I don't understand at all. To not only not attack with it, but do it. Our opponent just messed up. And that was good enough for them. Nice. Alright, we are playing against a Liliana avatar for our first game. Our opponent will choose to go first, and I shall choose to keep. Get rid of that. Don't need it. Inti? That's a big problem. We're gonna have to probably sacrifice a herbologist here for the eaten alive. No blots. Also a pretty big target that we have to exile soon. But probably have to just target the Inti. Keep our life total high. Pass the turn. He has creature enchantment in the graveyard. We will Wasteful Harvest here. Get the Analyst back. No attacks. Do we want to wait till we can activate Analyst's effect to get back 4 lands? Questionable. Maybe. But the goal is to hope to have enough to cast these pretty soon. Play the Analyst. Say its name. Choose a land. Play it. Get a land in the graveyard. And pass the turn. So we have plenty of juicy lands for this Analyst, so he does need to have to answer it. Yet to have Delirium. Pass the turn. Just get 2 6/6s down. Get our own clock going. We need to get our removal spell for the Sky Ray. And pretty quick here. It is getting pretty big. And we do have not a lot of life. So I really need some removal here. Instead, I just need to gain 6 life. Pass the turn. Hopefully that's good enough, and it was. And our opponent just hard concedes because they forgot to have graveyard removal. Alright, now we're... Oh, that was fast. Alright, now we're going to be playing some best of one, since we got some matches in there. So, let's go ahead and do this. And we are playing like a pre-boarded sideboard for best of one matches. I think you just kind of have to. Yeah, this is fine. Lead off on this. Actually, yeah, I do want at least a copy in there. In the yard. This Liliana's not coming down anytime soon. Oh. Lost a lot of our creatures that make themselves cheaper. Say its name. I kinda want Swamp, but I will take this back. Keep up our life total with the Analyst. Slag Storm. Very interesting. No attacks. Yeah. We can even Wasteful Harvest as instant. We can tear asunder. Just be completely reactionary here. No need to force a hand. We can even block with the Analyst on the 3/2, sack it to get 3 more lands. So we'll take 2 damage here. Interesting. Get all of our lands back. Say its name. Get back the crumbling necropolis. Play out dude here. Play out a Wasteful Harvest. I'll take the land. This way I can Liliana.
Something suspicious is going on.
And just +1.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Our opponent has action. Yeah. So that's why I was doing that, because he hasn't been playing lands. I don't think he hasn't been playing lands. I haven't been paying attention enough to find out. Go ahead and, yeah, get rid of that. Just exile that. And just not plus the Liliana here. He will have max speed, but I still have 2 blockers. So we're playing already sideboarded. We have one more Miraculous End. Yeah, we'll just block. I'd rather get rid of that kind of creature than a 1/1 anyway. Then we'll be able to play anything in our hand. And +1 Liliana, just fine. Unfortunately, we hit back an Analyst that I really don't want to hit right now. But it was a fine mill, so all's well that ends well. And another +1. Get rid of another action in his hand.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Nice. And we pass the turn. Liliana's almost at ultimate range. Do a lot of damage to our opponent. Either get rid of his creatures or his lands. Each player discards a card. And we got there! Alright. Pretty good. Alright, everybody, we're back. And it's a pretty simple deck. This was the pre-sideboarded version against the best-of-1 format. And it didn't disappoint. It's a pretty good abilities to just be able to say its name, Analyst, get these things into play, have stuff like this. I really was impressed with Raise the Past. Every time we play Raise the Past, I am impressed with this card and how much it can do. Very good card. Never disappointed in it. And even just hitting these cards was enough to end a lot of games and have a lot of pressure, so it's very good. The reason why we have Heir Apparent here is I was playing a Pauper version, which is nothing but Heir Apparent's this, like it was a 75 card Yorion deck, basically, without Yorion, and it was only commons, so it didn't have Raise the Past. It was just a pure common standard deck that I want to play next time around we have a Pauper standard event against another Pauper standard deck and just have like multitudes of these kind of effects combined with the Heir Apparents as a backup plan package. It's very cool. Maybe I'll show you guys that deck one day when the Pauper standard comes back around. Try to do it in regular standard, but obviously there was a lot of issues with playing just nothing but Pauper cards against a standard deck. Lots of problems, as you can imagine, arose. But, alas, that's about it for today. I was your host, Rainbow Dark Dragon, and I'll see you at the end of this rainbow.